Fly and Emo, they really do bounce off each other pretty well. So it's very tough when you're losing somebody who's a lot of your tempo, a lot of your style in Emo. So it's been a tough road for IG, and then for Aster, they're 1-0 as they got the 2-0 over Magma, and that's a team that beat IG. So if we're taking it at face value, it looks like Aster should be the clear favorite in this. But get into the draft. I'm gonna let Mo Farah talk a little bit. I'm yabbering. Try not to take up too much.
I was just going to say that I completely agree with you about Fly and Emo because, these guys, they share... We've talked about this Morphling, flex pick for them before. We've talked about the Ember before in previous seasons. And it's a shame we're not going to get to see it here. But the two next series that we have coming up, this one and the next, both teams are 0 and 2. IG in this group, SAG in the next series as well. So
yeah,
this is do or die for both of these teams. And neither of them have looked great. So
yeah.
What just happened?
They just went Magnus Wraith King to start. Okay, Monet and potentially, potentially the mid of DD coming in for Aster.
You have to assume it's going to be Pos 1 Wraith King, right?
Yeah.
Unless they're doing some weird support Wraith King.
Yeah.
Obviously this hero is really good against these heroes like Void and Doom and things, where they're very spell based to be able to kill people. In these early stages of the game especially. So it'd be interesting to see how they approach this Wraith King going into the second phase of bans and picks for both teams. Because this hero isn't massively popular right now, but obviously something Aster, they've been okay, this is going to be something that we want to try against Doom. We feel like it's really good.
Yeah.
We're going to give it to IG, because IG will pick that hero whenever it's given to them. JT loves this hero. So Aster have obviously tried to look at this going, okay, well, this is something we think we can exploit. It's game 1. Why not give things a go?
Yeah, overall, Wraith King for Monet, he's got a 62% win rate with that hero, so he does play it pretty well. But if you take a look at his recent games, it's not like it's shown up too much. It did show up once in the Pro Dota Cup where they lost, but that was against LGD. So actually, both of the last 2 times he's played this hero, it's been against LGD and he's lost. So maybe trying it against somebody else now. That'll be good for him.
Wraith King's interesting against Rubik as well, because, Rubik doesn't really enjoy playing against that hero. Obviously getting stunned feels really nice, but again, Rubik's one of these heroes that doesn't really deal well with the second life thing, right? But again, the Rubik mostly picked for the mag, which, no surprise, when Kaka's available, you want to be giving him Rubik as much as possible, I think.
Than we don't see it right now, but the Nyx Assassin, and we see more of the Mirana too. But
yeah,
let's see. An Ancient Apparition.
Nyx, do you remember Nyx was the one that Kaka used to play all the time? That was really fun.
Yeah, that's not getting picked as much, so it's very fun to watch that. They go Witch Doctor here, so some more lockdown for Aster. They've got the Wraithfire Blast, the Coconut, as well as the RP. So things for Aster. They do have some of that lockdown, and a little bit of team fight in that. It's things that Kaka playing this Rubik is very ready to steal. So he's already putting his hands together. Happy to see what he can get.
It's a difficult one though, Death Ward to get. You can just toggle heal in the Death Ward usage, right? And then it's super hard to steal. I actually really like this Witch Doctor pick. I think it makes Doom's game lane at least much harder, especially with the Wraith King. These two heroes are very good at killing people together. Drop the Maledict, you have the double stuns coming through. Ogre though, okay.
Yeah, Ogre, an interesting pick here for IG. Maybe that leans towards them potentially going for the Jug. I know that's a big fly hero. When we saw it previously in the Pro Dota Cup, it was played a lot with Monkey King.
Yeah, I think... this Ogre hero in general, I'm thinking about... It doesn't have to be Jug, just a general steroid hero, right? Void is still in the pool if they really want to go for that, but again, not a hero that's historically that great against Wraith King. I guess Skyrath.
Skyrath Mage coming out again.
Skyrath's that's an interesting pick. They don't really have great ways of getting on top of the Skyrath at the moment on IG. And I guess it plays up okay with Mag in the offlane if they do put the Mag as a 3. But again, I don't massively like this hero. I'll be honest. It's okay. Maybe they're worried about their raw damage output. Because at the moment, like Wraith King and Mag, both don't deal a huge amount of damage in the early stages of the game. They're kind of a little bit slower.
I wonder if they pick their one position here. If they want to go Monkey King or Jug. Those are the two that I'm really leaning towards for IG. They scream Fly. What also screams Fly actually is Slark. That is a big one when he used to be GGG on King Gaming. He used to play that all the time. That and like Jug was his two go-tos.
I wouldn't mind the Slark. I think it's okay. They don't really have great ways of dealing with the Slark at the moment. But again, it feels okay, but it doesn't feel amazing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing that stands out to me right now as like something that they definitely 100% want to pick. Maybe like a PL or something as well could be okay. You know, they don't have great ways of dealing with illusions right now. I guess they have Empower, but it's not amazing.
Do they... Aster still need XSS as hero, right?
I mean,
Unless they
it could
go...
be...
it could be Offlane Magnus. I take that back because XSS is so good on Magnus. That's like one of his go-to heroes.
Yeah, he's played that one for a while. Even when he moved across to mid for a while, right? He was loving playing that mag. Oh, they actually go TB. Wow. Okay. So we talked about the
what
raw...
I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the raw damage output from Aster, though, not really being there. Like, especially magic damage-wise, right? Like, this TB should have a relatively free time at the start of the game right now where he's not really threatened.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also say as well, this Wraith King is like raw physical damage, right? Yes, Empower's nice and everything, but TB has naturally high armor. So at the moment, it looks like a pretty good TB game to me. It's not amazing, but it's okay. Like, pretty good.
So I'm gonna ask this because it's strictly a butterfly effect question. Does TA fit the bill here for IG if it doesn't get banned?
It's okay. I don't think it's amazing. I think they lack a little. It's more likely to be him playing Doom, I think, and then they look to pick another teamfight offlaner, which is what we saw from was it Vici last game or was it LGD? I can't remember. They last picked that Mars overall in the draft.
Yeah, that was LGD.
Yeah, I think they're likely to flex this Doom to mid now and look to pick up some teamfight because like something like Mars is still in the pool if they want to go for it themselves. Because I feel like that's really what they're lacking at the moment.
Doom hasn't really impressed me recently. I don't know if it's just because Dooms have been more focused in the 3 position, but it seems like a lot of Dooms have fallen away from maxing Devour first and moving towards taking Scorched Earth, like going 2-4 instead of the early Devour points.
I don't mind that, though. I think it's okay. Like, you want to be able to get involved in these early engagements, because how many times have we seen, like, every core hits level 6 and teams are just fighting, right? You want the max Scorched Earth at that point, you don't want max Devour.
I guess, but then you see Dooms, like, not being top of the net worth like they used to be.
Yeah. They're going to ban Zeus. Okay.
So, first of these final picks for IG. Still wondering if Butterfly Effect will play that TA. I know that's just getting keyholed into his pick, but he does go Kunkka. So there's another Butterfly Effect hero that's pretty decent. His like 3 heroes are like Kunkka, TA, and Shadow Fiend.
I mean, JT plays Kunkka as well, right? So it could be either. It could be Kunkka 3 or Kunkka 2. Because Butterfly Effect plays both as well. So depending on what they pick here on Aster, they can swap their lanes around if they feel like they need to on IG.
When they go Arc Warden.
Wow.
So it's not... Is that...
That's so... Their 3 cores are so greedy.
So it's Monet on the Arc Warden, mid Magnus, and it looks like it's going to be an off-lane XXS Wraith King. Wow. And it will be Butterfly Effect on the Kunkka and JT on the Doom. That's crazy. That's so greedy. But
I think of greedy, and then greedy's like here, and then their draft's like here. It's like off the camera.
Yeah, you're dealing with an Arc Warden, a Wraith King who's going to need some time. I mean, he's offlane, so what's his greedy build going to be? I wonder
if he goes for some like utility build.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Empower may not be enough to feed into this greed.
The
Jeez.
life's the lifesteal. Hang on, let me check before I say anything really stupid.
I
Which
don't check and
sounds
I just say things. Come on,
just
you can get away with it. You got this.
yeah. So the vampiric aura is 50% use on range heroes. So even like
Mhm.
on the Arc Warden or something, that could be really interesting. I mean, Arc Warden's probably not the hero they had in mind coming into the last pick of the draft overall, but they've seen this and been like, okay, we really like Arc Warden up against TB, and we don't like Wraith King up against TB. Like we've talked about,
Mhm.
this raw physical damage from the Wraith King is completely countered out by the TB's armor. So I think they've decided to swap their core rounds, the heroes around a little bit to allow them to pick some hero that they feel like scales well going into the late game. This game
Mhm.
is in particular. Which I don't mind, but it just means their draft, like we've said, is now insanely greedy.
Yeah. Although their draft is insanely greedy, like, can they fight early if they really wanted to? Like, is there a point where the 4 heroes that aren't arc warding can go around and kind of just fight instead?
They kind of can. I think they're reliant on this Mag having Blink, though, or like Wraith King having Blink. Because the
Yeah,
Sky
or
needs to be able to
both.
get the damage off, right?
我是一个没有感情的刷钱机器。
Prepare for battle.
I admit nothing but
The question for me is where's the setup for the Arc Warden's damage? Sorry, the Sky Earth's damage. I really don't know right now. I'd love to see if he goes like Vlad's on Wraith, or like Crimson or Greaves, or like whether he does want to become a core separately himself as well. Maybe an AC at a decent timing could be okay this game.
Ready to see this skeleton king. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that?
No, sorry, banned.
Technically, he is a skeleton here.
True. I will say as well, though, that this Wraith King, it's not even a particularly good Wraith King game because they have so much wave clear and everything to kill the skeletons on the
30
dire side. There's like
seconds to
Kunkka, there's Doom with Scorched Earth, there's Fade Bolt, like even Ignite is okay as well.
We were seeing one positions go for that skeleton build back when Wraith King was a little bit more popular than it is right now.
Yeah, back when skeletons were much better than they were now.
Get the extra skeletons, the extra skeleton damage. All of a sudden, you were farming up with that.
The battle
See Hector
begins.
just destroy with that combo. That's what I was thinking at first when that Wraith King got drafted, that it was going to be like that Hector style. Because he's like the only one I know that really does just play that hero.
We do have to say, though, by the way, that IG have been performing pretty poorly in the group stage, like you say, with them having Butterfly Effect instead of Emo. So, although I think this draft is really greedy on Aster, I think they've been looking the better of the two teams so far.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
But they have only played Magma, who also didn't look amazing.
Well, the thing with that is, like, IG played Magma and lost.
Yeah, they did, but what I'm saying is, Aster, they looked good against Magma, but like they're going to have tougher games this tournament, right?
Yeah, of course. But at this point, I guess Magma look like the better team than IG. Which, coming into this, I was a lot more excited for IG because they kept their roster together and they looked really good.
Well,
they
kind
looked
of
really
kept their roster
good
together,
before.
but they haven't really at the same time.
Well, yeah. I just wonder where Emo, or when Emo is going to make that return. Guess we'll have to see.
Bot lane.
Taking a look. Kaka forced the TP away. And this is a level 1 TMing on the cask. Because sometimes we see just early, like an early level of Voodoo Restoration. We've seen some of these Witch Doctors go to.
Yeah, I think in this lane, though, you really want to be putting the pressure on. Like, this is a lane that you don't want to be leveling heal in. You want 1-0-2, I think, here. And then you take a point and heal maybe afterwards, but you want the kill potential on the Doom. Like, you have good, like, with the Flux and the Spark Wraith as well, you have good damage
Top
out.
lane. Should be able to get the kill here on Ollie and Will. XSS getting first blood. So harvesting those bones from Ogre Magi.
Nice.
Should count as 2 skulls. Bobica already going for, queuing up the Boots Rod of Atos immediately.
Yeah, gone are the days of like 4 null talismans on the Skyroth support. We saw like an Aether lens on a Skyroth the other day and stuff, right? Which is
Yeah, he's super
interesting.
far. Ooh, skewer back on the butterfly effect, catching him out. And he's getting really low, just gets the salve off. DD not committing to that, but a very good job of grabbing that little combo.
Oh, he cancels the salve as well.
Yeah, Butterfly Fuck now dealing with no regen. I think luckily for him, there's no mana on this Magnus, and bottom, Kaka will get that kill out in the GME.
What? Did they have their level 3s already for that kill, I assume?
Top lane, Ollie in some trouble getting chased, but this is an ogre, so he's got 7 armor. This is like the highest armor lane duo you'll see.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. Yeah, I'd not thought about it like that. Well, Wraith King can't really pressure this Terrorblade at all in lane. Like, Fly should have absolutely free time up here. Like, Ogre's just going to take as much HP away as possible by, like, trading with the Skyrath and things. As long as they can just free up the TB to farm, IG will be really happy.
(24-7) already for this mag. DD taking some damage off that Tidebringer.
Like, yeah, Mag's doing really well, but these side lane
4-minute
cores are not-
rune, haste rune, get the X and the skewer. This is going to be back into the torrent now. DD, he's in a lot of trouble. He'll end up dead to butterfly effect, trying to get that rune. Bobica, of course, controls it and picks it up. Oh! Taking that courier, though.
That was a big right-click roll on the Skyrath there, I think, towards the end. Because that courier had more than half HP.
Oof. Tidebringer again on a Bobica. Already outputting that damage here for the Kunkka.
But he's going to get bottled by his mag, though, it looks like.
This time it's the core that comes back to fill the bottle and give it over.
This guy just taking the XP. Mag's like, dude, can you leave, please?
I just died. Didn't you see that?
Oh, also, that kill's pretty big, though, because it means the Kunkka's going to get level 6 first. So, obviously, with another rotation with the boat combo, Bobica. He's going to try and steal the rune away from the mag here.
He's got it, but Shockwave, does Ollie pay for it with his life? Well, maybe not there. Skewer ends up missing. Ollie on the run doesn't actually have the mana for a TP, and he's looking to get a courier and will. So, very worth it for the Ogre.
That is so much space. Now Kunkka's about to hit level 6 as well off this wave. And Mag has to be super careful.
This all of a sudden gets really hard for DD.
But it's like we were saying, up in this top lane, they can't pressure the TB. They don't have the heroes to do it, so it does free up Ollie to kind of move around a little bit more. And he's going to TB down to the bot lane now.
Yeah.
Like, he knows that his TB is completely safe.
Yeah. And that means that Fly, he's getting solo experience, he's getting good farm, regardless of the fact that he's by himself. Things are going well for IG so far. See if they can turn around their previous fortunes. They go after Monet. They've got 3 heroes down here. Cast bouncing around as well as the Maledict. They go after the Doom. They've done a lot of damage even with the Scorched Earth. They'll end up losing him. Now, they've got themselves the damage.
Oh my goodness,
the Dome.
Monet.
It's doing so much. Monet, and they combine for 2. Spark Wraith, not enough damage to take out Kaka afterwards, but Bobica's down here. They've got the concussive shot as well as the Arcane Bolt, and Kaka will fall too. 3 kills for 1 for Aster. And Arc Warden is alive for 2 of them before he dies there.
Really well played by Aster there. Bobica didn't have TP. I don't think Mag was quite level 6 at the time, so he didn't want a TP either. But it's really unfortunate that nobody could come in to help there, because I feel like if they get 1 TP from anybody, I think Monet survives that engagement as well.
He just puts himself into the little edge of that dome and just survives.
But, you know, the Arc Warden dying, if they have to give away 3 heroes and they have to choose 1 hero to die, they would definitely choose the Arc Warden still. So, not good for IG, but, you know, they do find the kill at least. Because otherwise it would have been real bad.
Radiant's middle tower under attack.
Let's try and find this Mag stacks in the jungle, but...
A lot of
not
stacks.
still going
Wow,
here.
they're really poking and pressuring. If they can
mess with these stacks. I think he's actually lucky he didn't throw the RP to start that one off, because I think it would have missed. DD, though, taking a lot of damage. Here comes the Ghost Ship. They land the Torrent, and all of a sudden, DD, he ends up dead again. Ollie's just able to walk away for the moment. Firefly comes over. He's got Metamorphosis to work with. And these are stacks that are going to go the way of IG. This is massive.
Yeah, it's a 4 big creeps there going towards the Kunker instead of the mag. That's yeah, big swing in net worth. Like 300 gold either way, so it's like a 600 net worth swing, like altogether. You take it away from the mag as well.
Oh no! Denying the ward. Oh, TMing still gets it. He's gonna probably die here for this, but he got the ward. Took away the vision.
He doesn't have cask for 10. Oh, butterfly effect. You can see that sword swinging through.
Is he X right now?
No. He's using Tidebringer.
Is he?
Yeah, currently.
Melee range?
He was in melee range when he started attacking. Yeah.
Melee range?
Question mark.
Question mark? A Monkey King melee range right now?
Because like if he hits this Tidebringer, Kaka has Fadebot up in a second. By the way, he's almost level 6 at 8 minutes into the game on Kaka. If they get this kill, he's going to hit level 6. How does this happen in every single Rubik game that Kaka plays? How does he find this XP?
He's very good at securing that early 6, which means the tome goes to the Ogre. He'll get 6 pretty quickly. And then all of a sudden, they're rocking and rolling. Let's see. Does TMing get out of this
Press
one? 1 for yes,
Chat.
2 for no. Chat interaction. Now we've got the G. Votes are in. The votes are tallied. And here we go.
Oh, he's out. Hello. Oh, he's stalking.
Oh, were the 2s right?
Oh, got raindrops off the courier. Oh my god.
Oh, clutch courier. Meanwhile, XSS, though, he ends up dead. Fly using that Metamorphosis and Butterfly Effect backing off to get that kill.
I wasn't watching that one. I was too busy watching the Witch Doctor survive with...
Well, I mean, we had chat interaction.
Exactly. MLG gameplay with the raindrop
Radiant's
purchase.
top tower is under attack. Radiant
Optic
structures are fortified.
and the trusty shovel for the Magnus.
Dire
Things are not looking good for Aster in the early parts of this game. This greedy lineup is, well, not satiating their greed.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Your admiral is on board.
1k lead for IG. All 3 top of the net worth for the cores of this dire side.
They're doing really well. But like we said, they're punishing the Aster's greed, right? With their core lineup of the Wraithing Arc Warden and the Mag.
Well, Arc Warden now has Midas.
And he's got the Tempest double. RP gets used on the Doom. Maledict cast, no
He wants
6
to
on
steal
TME
RP
just
though.
yet. But they've got the damage, and they'll get the kill, and instead he steals the Tempest double. Okay, so now buy a Midas, right?
Oh,
Kaka?
I think he... Yeah. I think he used Empower after the RP, actually. I didn't see that one. Okay, so double lift, double Fadebot is actually a lot of damage. This feels really good on Rubik when you steal it. Butterfly effect. Butterfly effect. Coming down with the smoke towards the bot lane.
Yeah, with Ollie. And now Cask, very good job from TMing to spot that out. Tempest double Rubik coming over. Doom used onto Monet. But they've got... Oh, okay, they've got the damage for a second from the ulti from TMing, but it's not going to matter. It looks like they'll get the kill both onto the Arc Warden as well as onto this Witch Doctor. And of course, Kaka steals the Death Ward. But it won't matter in terms of damage, as TMing's actually the one who's able to escape. I say that though, Torrent. Oh, close.
Yeah, he tried to make him walk to the side a little bit, dodging out. Top tier 1 though goes down to the Wraith King, so
Dire's top tower
something going Aster's way at least.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
The good thing for Monet is at least he uses Midas before he dies.
Yeah, so no massive Pitus.
Why do I
trying
just
to work
feel-
these stacks.
I just feel this is going to be a super long game. JT.
Can they kill him? Yeah, they can. JT, Monet getting the kill, so a little bit of recovery for him. Midas into the Maelstrom. We'll see if that ends up working out for him. Meanwhile, Kaka still has this Death Ward, so he's ready to throw some damage at him. XSS, what's his build then? Going Armlet. Well, saving up right now, at least. He's got 2,300 golds.
Interesting. Skyrock mid lane.
Butterfly effect. They've got the Mystic Flare down. DD uses that RP to make sure that they can get that kill, and that's a big one to get. Aster all of a sudden skirt themselves into a little bit of a net worth lead. This is okay for Aster. They're starting to like sustain here.
Yeah, they're stemming the bleeding, aren't they? Is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I just feel like this game's going to go on forever, honestly. This is one of those games where I feel like Aster are eventually going to like find their way into the game with the lineup that they have. But I can't believe this Wraithing's going Armlet first.
Step lively.
Well,
They have a Mag mid and an
wonder,
Arc Ward and carry.
that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm wondering if he's gonna.
Maybe they all just want to play +1. TV's going to start pushing mid though.
And JT though, he's gonna die to Monet while he's pushing. So
Radiant's middle tower has
I don't really understand why JT's playing down here though. Like everybody's just trying to farm at the moment and be ultra greedy. Like I understand they want to make a connection to the Doom with their supports as well, so they can try and make plays happen like around this ult from the Doom. But it's like it feels like this area is not relatively safe right now for IG. You know, they haven't really got vision control down here at the moment.
as we saw with the last TB game, TB is top of the net worth at the moment. The question is, can that continue? And XSS, yeah, he buys out on the Armlet. Wow.
I mean, he's literally just like sitting in this top lane and just shoving the lane in and forcing somebody to be here. Which is what JT's trying to do as well, but it's much easier for the Wraithing mid lane though, skewer.
Can they get the kill? Mystic Flare down again on a Butterfly Effect. They get the kill there. Bobica gets credit for that one. And he is, well, really close to this Rod of Atos.
What? I don't understand why IG aren't trying to, like... Do you remember we were talking about how Arme last game was, like, joining the right fights on the TV? Flyfly this time on the TV hasn't really, like, used this meta to achieve anything in the game, right? Like, he's not trying to get involved with his team right now. And I feel that's setting them back massively. Because they're playing against this really greedy Tricore, and they're just allowing Aster time to farm in their jungle. And like we've seen before, this Arc Warden usually does really well against TB in the late game. So at what point do IG feel like they can pressure and like start taking buildings and, you know, winning the game almost?
This Doom feels really lackluster at the moment, too. 1, 4, and 2 sitting behind all 3 cores. Like, at one point, IG had all 3 cores on the top end of this list, but now the 3 cores of Aster have had that time to not only stem the bleeding, but move ahead.
Okay, so
Monet's
Flyfly
recovered massively.
Yeah, Flyfly has meta down now in this bot lane. He is bloodlisted up as well, so let's hope. Yeah, they're going to try and take this tier 2, I think, or at least get some, you know, decent amount of damage onto it. This is what I feel like they should have been doing 5 minutes ago.
The thing is, they're getting this tier 2 with meta getting used. XSS is just taking top with skeletons.
True.
So,
yeah,
like,
I mean,
the usage here is way less for Aster, especially if they don't fight off this metamorphosis. They can potentially get the tower. It's not actually going down quickly enough because now backdoor kicks in. So, like, they lose their top tier 2 and Radiant take the outpost. Like, this is so much more committed from IG in my eyes.
dude, he's literally becoming another core on the Wraith King as well. Like, he's going Echo Saber after the Armlet and Interblink. And this is with the meta committed on IG. Like, this is a big cooldown for them to play around, and they trade evenly.
And there's the Rod of Atos. Aetherlands picked up for Kaka. Bobica just massively farmed. Veil picked up for the Witch Doctor.
Oh my
Tranquil's
god.
Veil.
Okay. I mean, Veil with Maledict sounds really strong.
Echo Saber finished here for DD. He's had a couple of deaths that have set him
Radiant's
back, but
middle
he's still
tower is under
continued to
attack.
work the stacks and work the net worth. And then, of course, Monet has the Midases to work with.
I was gonna say
Looks
Monet
like
is
they're gonna
really
clash.
fast.
They've got themselves the Rod of Atos as well as the Mystic Flare. Easy kill on Ollie. So Bobica making quick use of that Rod of Atos.
When was the last time IG got a kill? It was 13 minutes. It was 5 minutes ago.
They'll find JT, and they've got the damage to get the kill. I mean, this is a 4-man rotation for Aster. They take out another one, and they're just moving around the map really well.
The last time they got a kill was at 13.5 minutes into the game. Oh, so 3 minutes ago. Sorry. Okay.
Tier 2 items about to come up, too.
Oh my god.
Dire's middle tower.
Oh,
is
it's
under
looking
attack.
real rough for IG at the moment.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I don't know, like this Arc Warden's just found like 10 minutes of space after like those deaths in the bot lane, right? And Arc Warden's not a hero that you want to give him 10 minutes of
Dire's
space.
middle tower has fallen.
All of a sudden he comes out of the jungle with like 3-4 rounds and you're like, oh, I forgot that hero existed.
Ollie drops the exercise. Jeez. Claiming lives left and right.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're deep in the jungle, but... Can IG even find anything here? Like, they might be the ones who get caught themselves. Tia Ming catches a glimpse over at Kaka, knows that they're around, and then just drops down the wards to get themselves vision, so they see Fly there.
But look at this Wraith King still as well, just farming up in the top lane.
He hasn't moved from top. He's gotten kills there and hasn't moved.
The thing is as well, like, it's really easy for IG to send somebody up here to defend before he gets Blink. But when he gets Blink, he actually has kill potential. Like, this Ogre's going to show top wave, and he might just go for it on XXS. And, like, try and force rotations to the top lane.
Nothing but my sadness that you're gone.
Seems like XSS is just going to push top, get the tier 3, and just stay in this lane the entire time. I don't think he migrates anywhere else.
Yeah. Like, and you see he has this ward protecting him as well. They know it's here because Ollie died before. But it's
He's got both these wards, though. Like,
yeah.
Look at that.
I was wondering whether he might get something like Solar Crest or more utility on XSS, but he's literally... He's just
One
sitting
position.
here. Like, being another carry.
Telekinesis Ghost Ship coming under Bobica. They'll at least kill off the Skywrath Mage, but this is 3 heroes coming over me. What I've noticed from IG2 is they're spending a lot of time as 4 and 5, whereas XSS is up here just by himself. Like, the experience lead for Aster is upwards of 6k, even though the net worth is very
Radiant's
close.
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's the cause, isn't it? Like, this Kunkka especially is really starting to fall behind in terms of XP because of those deaths he had. I think he had, like, the double death back-to-back, right?
BKB, yeah, he's had a couple of deaths.
I just love that Monet's trying to farm the triangle and XSS is like, dude, sorry, this is my farming area?
Don't
Top
you
half of the
see
map
I'm
is
Wraith King,
mine?
a carry? Neither
They're gonna
team getting
smoke
a
up.
Philosopher
Dire
Stone.
are scanning.
Oh, they're going to run into another Revenant.
Radiant are scanning.
Spark Wraith, and now Wraith King moving forward. He'll lose that first life, but here they go. Ghost Ship, he just blinks away. He's fine.
They doomed up the Arc Warden in the backline, though, as well. So,
But that's all for 1 life.
exactly. And it wasn't even a life. It was a reincarnation life, Peacock.
Yeah.
I think he just blinked away. And now all of a sudden they've popped meta, they've used Doom. Aster are going to run straight back at you. Yeah, TV just instantly TP spot. He wants absolutely nothing to do with this part of the map now. Do they just head into Roche with the Wraith King? Or are they a little bit scared without his ult?
I don't know. They've got RP. Oh. Well, they were trying to use it there. They'll actually find and put their attention on to Ollie. Spark Wraith and X marks the spot. Does it save Ollie? It does for now, but they lose JT. So Ollie on the run gets hit by a shockwave. 2 times stun under the tier 2 tower, but it's not going to matter. I think from there they can move into Roche, but they might actually have their attention over towards top. Kaka? No, they'll go into Roche instead.
JT didn't have BKB because he used it in that original fight before when he went in for the Doom. Oh, what a bad few minutes for IG. They commit so much and they get so little every single time. Like you say, they're just grouping up so much. What's
Yeah.
the XP lead now? Yeah, it's still about 6,000.
I mean, that Skywrath kill was the first one since they got Arc Warden at like the 12-minute mark.
I mean, he just has Nether Shaw, by the way, on Bobica. Cool. Every time, just cool.
Matriarch with prize.
Almost has AC on Wraith King.
Wouldn't mind
Very
that being
cool.
a voice line. And he's working with Empower, so he just farms up a storm, continues to push out top. There's really not much IG can do. Like, yeah, they get a kill on a reincarnation for the Wraith King. They've taken out a Skywrath. That's all they've done in the last 10 minutes. And they're falling very far behind in terms of experience. They continue to group up as, 2, 3, 4. Telekinesis and Stolen Wraithfire Blast will steal the Shockwave, commit the RP onto the Terrorblade, gets him away from Kaka.
Dude, this
Starting
Skadi,
to TP into the outpost, so the Magnus might be in trouble.
Why?
He pops the BKB, but he's still just dead.
I mean, the Skadi
GG.
slow pierces BKB, so I'm not sure how that was going to work.
It does force, again, a lot of rotations, though.
But this does, yeah, again, it buys time for the real carry, sorry, not Monet, XXS up in the top lane to carry on farming. So.
Soon to be top of the net worth, if his plan comes to fruition. What does Monet have, though? Going MKB. Okay. Butterfly effect, meanwhile, if we compare the mids, he's 2 levels behind, and all he's got so far is the Shadow Blade and the BKB, so not terrible. He's going into the AC. XSS laughs at that because he's going for that too, and he also gets a kill on Ollie once again.
Yeah, Ollie loses his ward though because they can't protect it, so doesn't feel awful for the Radiant side, even if they run into the Ogre. What an ultra greedy game. This is so weird.
It's an ultra greedy game, but it's working. They've made it. They've gotten it to work, not only by how much and how well they've been farming the map, but I think due to just the gameplay from IG. And I hate to harp on a point more times than I've done already, but just the constant movement as 4 or 5 for IG feels like set them back a lot.
Dire's bottom tower.
The thing that really surprises me, they didn't punish this Wraith King once at all up in the top lane, right? Like, his
No.
reincarnation is annoying, but it has a 200-second cooldown. If you kill him once, he has to play completely differently. Like, because then when he respawns and comes back to this top lane again, he doesn't have the ult to work with. But he gets to, like, level 15 before he uses the ult or something. That's crazy. They are smoked up on Dire's side, by the way.
I'll look towards top to maybe catch DD. He's got TP in 10.
Radiant's courier.
Not gonna find him though. Ow, oh, okay.
Oh, that's an AC.
That's a AC delayed by 3 minutes.
gonna
XSS
start-
goes and just farms instead.
Yeah, they're going to instantly start charging to this bottom half of the map because they understand IG are all top.
And they understand that Wraith King doesn't get his carry item anymore. So he just goes and farms.
Feels bad. Guys, I need to farm another AC recipe and another Buckler recipe. Can we please
And then
wait?
sell them when they come back.
No, XXS, you don't understand. You get them back on their current. Guys, I need it now.
They'll just pressure the bottom tier 1, so they'll continue to put the pressure on here. XSS using those skeletons to push forward, and this tier 1 really shouldn't be up for so long.
Radiant structures are
Yeah, but tier 2 up in the top yellow as well. Like, they're just effectively trading towers, right?
Yeah.
Which favours IG, taking a tier 2 for a tier 1.
Dire's bottom tower.
But
has
XSS
fallen.
pushes so quickly, they might be able to look for
Radiant's
more.
top tower is under attack.
And really, Aster
okay.
want nothing to do with this.
Dire's bottom
Are they gonna
tower
get the tier
is
2?
under attack.
Okay,
No,
we'll
they'll
get
get
denied.
denied. 2 health left.
Oh, bounty.
And then skeletons are pushing in the bottom, tier
Dire's
2.
bottom tower is
Terrorblade
under
comes
attack.
over, and it just, to me, Aster are waiting for the moment. They're playing the greed. They're going for the BKB on Arc Warden. They're going Echo Saber. Ollie dead for the nth time.
They do lose the Aegis, though. I think it was on the Arc
Yeah.
Warden, right?
But not the worst thing in the world as they were farming with it. However, I will say, Fly, 16k, almost 17k in net worth. The question becomes, is it enough? Because you're dealing with 3 very core farmed cores.
Yeah, you asked me a different question that I can answer, please. It's like,
Okay. Did you expect this kind of farm
oh wait, on who?
on Aster?
No, well, yeah, I expected them to farm, but I thought IG
Did
would
you
punish
expect
more.
them to get away with it, though?
No.
There you go. Give you a question you could answer.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
I'm still sleepy. It's still early here. Gotta give me a break, right?
TB finishes off the MKB. They'll take the outpost down over bottom and then continue to push this bottom lane with Kaka and JT moving forward and the rest of the team nearby. IG, they've been very passive. I mean, they only have 8 kills 27 minutes into the game, and again, their last kill coming on the Skywrath Mage. Other than that, their last kill before the Skywrath was 15 minutes ago.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Like, it was so long.
Dire are scanning.
It's surprisingly passive against such a greedy lineup. Right?
Yeah, it is. But at the same time, maybe they feel like the TB's enough, right? But I'm going to disagree. Heavily. I think as the game goes later and later, yes, they have to Doom, which is really good against Mag.
Under this ward now.
Radiant's courier
Like I will
has
say, in
been
an ideal...
killed.
Oh, that's a big courier.
Losing that Silver Edge. Courier's going down, you know? It's
Well,
the one thing that they've been able to do is slow down these items.
It wasn't quite the complete Silver Edge. I think he was missing one component.
He's missing the broadsword.
Oh.
Blink,
What's up?
Infernal Blade, they've got the X as well as the Ghost Ship. Look at Bobica, he's just waiting for a moment to pounce if they are going to pounce. They'll lose
Just trying to
Tianming, they get
hide.
their first kill in a long time, and he's just staying here so far. Butterfly Effect will try to TP out, because there's a fight raging on in the river. And RP onto the back, they've got the TB as well as the skewer. This hits a couple. Ollie, he gets a little bit low. The TB starting to throw out the right clicks on XSS. They buy back on Tianming as the Arc Wood and Tempest doubles inside the dome. They get the kill on Ollie. They'll use the Sunder, so Fly getting a little bit of health back, but they've got the Mystic Flare right on top of Kaka. Now JT moving forward, gets the Doom down on a Monet. He's in some trouble with the BKB being popped by JT. The Death Ward is out from Tianming, who bought back into the fight. They go after Butterfly Effect. They'll get the kill on the Kunkka. XSS is the one who claims his life and looks over at JT, who gets pulled back thanks to the Shockwave. They've got everybody here except for the Arc Warden. They'll get the kill onto everybody as they finish off JT and a full team wipe in favor of Aster, losing the Arc Warden and the Witch Doctor who bought back.
I mean-
the first life of this Wraith game.
They kill the Arc Warden, but Monet's going to be like, okay, we killed 5. I'll take that
not the
trade.
carry, it's
my real
XSS.
carry XXS, yeah, it's just carrying the game. I mean, that was so weird. Like, the Tempest Double just comes into the fight and they can't deal with it.
Dire's
Like, as soon as the Arc Warden shows up, they're like, oh my god. Like, TB has to meta the
Oh my
clone.
god. Ollie?
Dire's
They just don't have any damage output apart from the TB right now on the Dire. And when there's like RP in the game, there's the Arc Warden, which is a good scaling 1-2 on core against the TB. Gets to this point in the game where you've allowed Aster to farm stuff so long that they're like just punishing you massively because they have that good core-to-core matchup.
Wraith King saving up 3,400 gold. Switches over to the BKB instead of the Echo Saber.
Oh, that's
I was hoping he was just like, I guess I'll go Radiance.
Also, can I just say, by the way, I love that Wraith King was holding on to the Paladin sword there instead of the Arc Warden. And now he's just taking the orb and he's like, okay, I guess you can take the Paladin sword now, Monet. That's fine.
I guess I'll do Roche by myself, guys. The carry. Taking Roche. DD finally comes over. He's got a double damage to work with. And Ogre's Courier. Hiding. Hiding.
Oh, they see it.
Oh.
Roshan has fallen.
Gotta use that shield.
I was really hoping XSS was going to take the Aegis as well, just out of pure spite. But didn't happen.
I feel like we're giving him a bad reputation. Is he really saying to his team like I'm the carry, or is he just like, guys, I'm farming?
Oh no, yeah, he's definitely not saying that. But
if he just swipes the Aegis and goes, guys,
I mean, they
don't
have
listen to
two
Monet
carries.
anymore.
They have 2 carries.
They've
That's
got
the
3
thing, right?
carries. What are you talking about? Look how farmed everybody is. There's the Silver Edge. Only had to wait 3 extra minutes.
Like this mag, he's building. He has a crit. Like
Yeah, he's got a Chrysalis after waiting for
there's
his Silver Edge to come out.
there's just 3 carries in this game for the Radiant side. They all hit hard. I mean, you're playing against Doom. Do you remember you made the joke about you just pick 5 heroes that need to get doomed?
Yeah.
When you have 3 carries that are all hitting hard, you can't doom them all. Although that does sound like a really funny 25 talent that definitely
Dire's
shouldn't be in the
top
game.
tower is under
AoE
attack.
Doom.
Yeah. AoE is in global. Yeah.
Oh, Global Doom. That's worth 4,200 gold.
Dire's top
Ags?
tower
Yeah, I think
is
so.
under attack.
God. Is that broken?
I'm sure that'll be fine.
Hey,
Fair balance.
Global Doom plus adds level of Infernal Blade when Doom is cast. I feel like that's not a bad talent. Infernal Blade impact on Doom cast.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like that'll be pretty good with Ags. Like,
Yeah, pretty good with Ags, but like, I feel like it's decent change, right?
I don't know. That's like an auto stun when you get Ags, right? You just doom someone, they get stunned at the same time. Dude, come on. Give him a break.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Little does everybody know, I'm Ice Frog, and you'll be seeing that in the next patch.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
If I had to
Radiant
I should make a compilation of all the things you've said should be in the next patch in our cards. Imagine what the game would look like.
I'd actually really enjoy that.
I mean, they have this Aegis on the Arc Warden. I feel
Yeah.
like they should really try and push their advantage in this time. Like, JT's just pushing out top lane. But Aster are controlling this bottom Ancients area, which Dire really want to be able to farm, but they can't. And they're just pushing out mid and bot lane. Aces is going to skip a wave top instead.
It's just not, look at where they're all standing. They're just standing by the tier 3. There's nothing they can really accomplish at the moment. They've been choked out of their map.
Yeah, they're going to smoke
When you-
though. They have to make a play here. Otherwise, it's the same thing. They just start falling further and further behind. This is what we
Yeah.
saw. Was it last series between LGD Vici?
Dire are scanning.
They have to try and make a play. Even if they lose the game off of it, they have to try. There's a
Gotta finish
Skadi on
for
the
the Arc
Arc.
Warden.
Oh my god.
He's massively farmed. They're going to smoke up, try and engage. But there's a Wraith Fire Blast, and then the Blink back! Mystic Flare comes out as well as the telekinesis onto the Wraith King. They've got the Ghost Ship to follow this up inside the dome. Monet backing off, taking a lot of damage and some trouble, but the RP followed up. There's DD coming through. Shockwave is out as well. They got the first life out of the hands of XSS, and now they're going to go for Monet. They've taken out the Aegis. Fly sitting low, ends up dead. He's gone for 74 seconds without buyback. They've got the second life out of XSS, as well as Monet.
Middle tower
They're
is under
unkillable.
attack.
3 heroes dead on the side of IG, and they take out nothing.
Dude, there's a 1k crit that came through on the Terrorblade before he could get Sunder off, and I couldn't tell whether it was the Wraith King or the Mag, because they both hit so hard. But, yeah, I mean, Terrorblade without buyback here. They kill Monet, but it's just the Aegis, right? They understand they have to get onto the backline and find him, otherwise Monet's going to, like, carry the fight. But little do they know, we've talked about this, there's 3 carries. You can't kill them all.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The DD on Mag, by the way, was huge there as well.
Dire's middle tower has
And just to the
fallen.
tier 4s. Not even the rats.
Just to hit, yeah, exactly, just to hit the tier 4s.
Dire's structures are falling.
Bobica taking out JT by himself.
Dire's middle barracks are under
Like,
attack.
Terrorblade doesn't have buyback. Like, Doom doesn't have buyback.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
What's the... Like, what? They can't stop this.
Dire's middle tower has
Just
fallen.
straight tier 4s.
Dire's
Go for the
middle
Ancient
tower
Ghost
is
Ship.
under attack.
But it's just the first life. That's all you get from the Wraith King. Ollie in so much trouble with the BKB being popped by DD. They'll force them back into the well. Rod of Atos. Bobica gets another kill. He's wicked sick, by the way. He's 9-1 and 11 on the Skywrath Mage. They'll take the game. No GG even called. Aster slam through with the greediest of lineups.
I'm really upset with how IG played this game.
I agree.
I don't know whether they felt like they just couldn't fight without the Doom or without the BKB or on the Doom or something. But in the time that you have to farm BKB on Doom, you're allowing Aster time to farm their items as well. And I also have no idea how XSS goes completely unpunished up in that top lane for like 20 minutes.
Was it longer than that?
Well, probably. I don't know. Like, it felt like it was forever.
It felt like he was just there the entire game.
They did a really good